Hey, I'm Gemma, I'm 23 and I'm a young investor for Meningitis now. Well, I was at uni, I was starting my second year of my law degree, and first 3 weeks I was absolutely fine, and then at the Sunday, early hours of Sunday morning, I sort of started generally feeling unwell, sort of flu-like. So I went to the doctors on the Monday, and originally they thought it was mumps, sort of the symptoms I was showing. So they said, just go home for a week. And I was up in Leicester, so mum collected me, and I came back home for a week. And in that week, I kind of was feeling better, or I was feeling better, but it's the early hours of the Saturday morning that I got the pain in the back of my head, and it was indescribable pain. It is the worst pain I've ever felt, and I was vomiting. I didn't really lie, and so mum rang 111, and I spoke to a doctor, and the doctor said just get to A&E straight away. And at that stage, we didn't think it was meningitis, and meningitis didn't even come to our head. Well, I was first in an induced coma, so the first treatment was sort of draining the brain to sort of reduce the pressure and sort of relieve all the fluid there. And then when I first came out of the coma, I couldn't move, so it was a lot of sort of bacterial sort of antibiotics. I had chest infections as well through how ill I was, and I was on a ventilator for 3.5 months. So in that period of time, it was kind of trying to get me better before we could sort of think about how I could move and what sort of attempt that. It's very vague, the early days, and obviously I was in a induced coma, they came out, but they had to sit with me every day, talk to the doctors, all the machines going off, not knowing what the future held, not knowing what the diagnosis would be in the long run. So my family, I don't know how they got through it the way they did, but it shows how incredibly strong all my family are, and how sort of together they are, and knowing that, sort of having faith in me that I would sort of beat it and I would get through. And so yeah, it was a very hard time for all my family, sort of waiting around and sort of wondering what was going to happen. It still affects me with the fact that I'm still getting stronger physically, and that although I'm a lot stronger than I was originally when I came out of the coma, and sort of I'm a lot further and a lot more independent than I was before, it still obviously I'm not completely recovered. The only thing I knew about meningitis before I got ill was that it happens to children, very young children, it happened to babies mostly, and you only know you've got it if you have a rash and you do the glass test and it doesn't go, and then you got meningitis. And then literally that was the only thing I knew about meningitis, and that's what a lot of students I've spoken to, that's their problem as well. That's the only thing they know. I hope so, and especially because I've met people who have a few years ahead of me they've got meningitis and they're at uni and they're a few years ahead of me, and they've gone through the same journey as I have. So that person, she is amazing to me, because I can see that she's gone through every sort of hurdle I'm going through, but she's got where she is now, and it sort of still gives me hope that even when I have bad days that I will get there, and that she's gone through all that, but she's still where she is, and she's still independent. She's back at uni and sort of living life for the full now, and that's sort of my beacon of hope. People can see that, one, disabled people can achieve a lot of things. Doesn't matter if you're in your chair, walking and talking or whatever else, you can still achieve things. Two, that you can sort of get over a lot of things, and obviously I've overcome a lot of hurdles. So hopefully I'll give people sort of hope, if they've either got meningitis or a different thing, that it is achievable. There's a lot of hard work, but there is an end goal. Get the vaccine, and I've said it a lot, and it literally is a 5-second vaccine, and yes, it hurts, but that's nothing compared to going through meningitis and not finishing your degree, and the after effects of your family, and because it doesn't only affect you that goes through it, it affects your family.